Welcome to Carl A. Ton Field in Osseo tonight. It's girls lacrosse, a Section 7 championship game between number 1 seed Champlain Park and number 3 seed Forest Lake. I'm Steve Thompson along with Dan Ficken. A battle of 14-1 teams makes it easy to do your homework when there's two 14-1s. These are two very good teams.
Really good teams. Again, the numbers are similar. 13 goals a game, giving up around 6 goals a game. Goaltending's very good on both sides. Looks like we got draw specialists that are doing very well too. Differences in the conferences. Both are very young teams also. This should be a very close game.
Forest Lake's only lost to Stillwater, a very good team out of the East Metro. Meanwhile, Champlain Park's only lost to Maple Grove. And Maple Grove, we saw earlier this evening here in Osseo, win Section 8. So their only loss is to two solid teams.
Well, and Stillwater's number 2 in the state. Okay. That's a pretty good team to get beat by. Otherwise than that, they got an unblemished record. The Rangers have been building for years. They've gotten better and better, and this is their opportunity this year. They finally have a team that can do it. We're going to be looking at the Glumac sisters, who have over 50 goals between the two of them, okay? So they can play, and we'll see what happens with them. If they can control the draws and get the goaltending they think, they got a good shot at winning this section game.
And it's always a lot of the little things as well in big games. Turnovers are huge. Draw controls are huge.
Well, and I'll tell you what, on both these teams are going to see good examples of how to do it correctly. Champlain, we're looking at the Johnsons. Okay, now we got 70 goals between the two of them. They're going to be able to put the puck in the net, or the ball in the net. I knew I was going to say that before the year went out. But again, speed, turnovers, and draws are what's going to make the difference here, as we saw in the last game. I think it'll be true here. Both teams are skilled. We're down to the better teams in the section. This is for a trip to state. You better play like champions to get there.
And, of course, state tournament on the line at Minnetonka next week. Who's going to win it, Champlain Park or Forest Lake? We'll find out in a moment here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Here we go, Section 7 Girls Lacrosse Championship. Number 1, Champlain Park against number 3 of Forest Lake. Champlain Park beat Chisago Lakes 19-3 and Andover 8-3 to get to this title game. Forest Lake, the number 3, beat Anoka 12-5, and Centennial, a very good team, 11-8 to get to this one tonight. And two 14-1 teams. This should be another dandy.
Well, and I think there's a little bit of a surprise there, Forest Lake beating Centennial, but over the past few years, they've proven that they deserve to be them, and they're young. They're going to get better as they go. We're going to see a little bit of a unique situation here with Forest Lake. They do have two draw specialists here. I don't know who we're going to see first, Bailey Donovan or Taylor Glumac. Both of them at about a 60% win rate, which is really good.
And here are the goaltenders for the Rangers. Hannah Melander, a freshman, and then Jackie Freeman, a sophomore for Champlain Park. Both 14-1, both played all the minutes, both have rock-solid goals against. And in that Section 8 final between Maple Grove and Buffalo, we saw great goaltending. Goaltending's a big part of the game. Yeah,
Melander right now is coming in with, looks like, close to a 70% save rate. So we'll see, coming from the comment she does, I'm willing to see what that looks like. If she is truly at that spot, it's going to be really tough for the Rebels to score.
Looks like it'll be Ashley Larson for Champlain Park taking the draw against Bailey O'Donovan for the Rangers. Rangers in maroon, of course, the Rebels in gray. They're on a lovely June night at Carl A. Ton Field, John Hanson Stadium. And in the air, let's see who gains control. And on the ground ball, the Rebels, Josie Johnson trying to get a handle on it. But ultimately, it's Forest Lake that controls. Here comes the Rangers' Sam Howell back to her own goaltender, Melander. Melander on the clear, and it's picked off by Josie Johnson for the Rebels. Look out for her. 35 goals for the Rebels. Ian dodges a defender in front, misses the net. And it goes out of play, and that'll be Ranger ball.
Well, good run by Johnson, but it got awful tight down there, and it kind of took her aim off the goal, and she missed it, missed the net.
Rangers get it to their goalie, Hannah Melander. And now we got a whistle on the clear, and it looks like the Rebels are going to get it right back.
All right.
I didn't see the foul over there, but looks like the Rebels are going to get it here. We got some.
It's got to be an obstruction foul of some sort. Somebody had to step in somebody's way and not let him go down the field.
That's you.
Clock on the move, of course. Under 24 minutes to go. First half just underway. Champlin Park and Forest Lake, the winner on to the state tournament at Minnetonka. And we got a free position here for the Rebels. And off the post. Off the post. It was Dana Carlson.
Wow. Just like we saw in the first part. Yeah, hit the corner. Just like the first part of the Maple Grove game. Wheeler missed by hitting the post on a free position. So history's repeating itself here, Steve.
Sophomore Dana Carlson, that goes in on the goaltender Melander, and she's going to clear. Well, Dana Carlson off the post. As they always say, the net's got to end somewhere.
Yeah, but you got those three best friends of the goalie, the two posts and the crossbar.
What a clear ahead. Look at this. Forest Lake in over the net. Bailey O'Donovan on a wide open break went over the net, and Jackie Freeman. And the Rangers hang on. They get it in front. Another opportunity. This one up high, knocked down by Freeman. That was a scoring opportunity for Lily Whalechek, who has 11 goals on the year. So back and forth they go. Good action so far. And now Champlin Park on the clear. Clara Johnson to the midfield area, and that's knocked down. And the Rangers are going to get it back. So scoring opportunities both ways early on here in the first minute. And here come the Rangers. Charging down the field, Aaron Brown, 15 goals, 14 assists. Shovels it off there to Glumac. Brooke Glumac, 21 goals, 18 assists for Forest Lake. The Rangers a long trip over to Osseo. That's knocked down. Good D by the Rebels. And here comes Champlin Park the other way. They have it knocked away. Erica Tyson, a defender for Champlin Park, will maintain. Tyson clear ahead. And here come the Rebels. This is Alyssa Krimble, one of the seniors for Champlin Park. Not a lot of seniors on either team, Dan.
No, these are both very young teams, and they have the records they have, and they're going to have a good future here in the next few years. We might see them playing in the section final for quite a few years here.
Krimble to Carlson. Carlson would love another shot. She already has a post on her resume in this game. No score, just underway first half. Section 7 championship game here on CCX on a spectacular June night in Osseo. That pass into the middle hits the ground, picked up by the Rebels and Brooke Freeman. Freeman's dangerous.
Well, there's no movement at all, no cutting or anything, just kind of threw it in the middle there, and everybody's kind of surprised the ball came out, so I would imagine they're going to get their feet moving here to get open for some passes into the middle.
Brooke Freeman had it a moment ago, leads the Rebels with 39 goals. Down behind, Cameron Mayer with it, 29 goals, 21 assists. Gets it inside, good look, but it hits the ground and goes to the goaltender. They're trying to hit the cutter, Kyler Shack.
Kyler Shack, yeah, coming through. She came through, just couldn't get her handle on it.
Rebels almost knock it down at midfield, and carrying the other way is Reifschneider. Anna Reifschneider, a junior, and then she throws it away on the far side. Turnover on Forest Lake. It's been a relatively clean game, but a turnover there on the Rangers.
Well, both teams are showing good rides here as they try to stop the clears and stuff. I mean, they're defensing all the way down the field, and it's causing some turnovers.
So they retrieve a ball down there, and the Rebels are going to have it. And they get organized as the clock stopped for the moment at 20:24 to play. Here's Tyson. And they get it further ahead. Here come the Rebels in gray, moving left to right. And now it's Mayer. Mayer on the charge, right up the middle of the field, has room, dodges a defender, loses it. We got a ground ball. It's batted around inside, and then it's kicked. And it's kicked there by Brooke Freeman. And I would assume Forest Lake's going to get it here. And they will.
Make sure we're getting back.
And they're going to be able to clear with a lot of Rebels behind them. Here come the Rangers. And moving up the middle of the field in maroon they come. That is Lily Bartholomew. And the Rebels do a good job of stopping the ball and slowing down the Rangers' charge. They throw it inside, good catch. And that one misses the net. Maybe a save there for Freeman.
Saved by Freeman. She got that basket down there. She kind of lost it in the melee there, but she definitely made the save. Good play by Forest Lake. Moving it inside, down deep. Just couldn't quite get it handled. A good shooting position, but at least got it on net.
Mayer for the Rebels with room up the middle. Moves to the right. We'll go to the goal line extended and then beyond, down toward the end line. Rebels have 3 deep down behind the net. And Cameron Mayer, a sophomore, pretty comfortable there, moves toward the net and is finally turned away. Good spin move in front, has an opportunity, hits the post, second post for the Rebels. Mayer picks it up again and they're going to get it. And we have a hold in that 8-meter arc. Take a look at this. Mayer a post right there. Kind of skipped off the ground into that near post area.
You can even hear that one up here.
This is Clara Johnson, 35 goals. Gets in front. And she gets a goal. No, we got no goal. That skipped wide.
Yep.
But she's going to get another free position here.
And the yellow card. As she ducked her head, it looks like she got a stick up there.
Tetzlaff a yellow.
And that's a 2-minute.
And now Champlain Park with another opportunity. Here's Clara Johnson. 35 goals on the year coming in. Can she give the Rebels a lead? Let's see. She'll take a run at Melander. Pretty good angle. Dodges to the front. Now gets it around the net. And a goal! Nice feed to Brooke Freeman. And she has goal number 40 on the year, and the Rebels are on top.
Boy, nice play. Nice play. She'll come around now, and she has nothing there. And Freeman comes around from the backside and sneaks in front and gets it nice down low. Brings it up high, fakes high. She comes across. High, and then she brings it down low and just gets her down. Nice play. Boy, I'll tell you, though, I was impressed with Nylander, the goalie for Forest Lake. She really came through on that. Didn't back off one bit. Got both the basket and the leg involved.
So Brooke Freeman from Clara Johnson. Time of the goal, 6:40. Rebels on top once again. 40 on the year now for Freeman, and the Rebels lead. And now an all-important draw coming up here. And this one popped in the air, and we got a violation, and it's going to go to Forest Lake. So they get the draw control.
Bailey O'Donovan with a nice play there.
She had 45 draw controls coming in. Taylor Glumack had 36 coming into this one, so they've mixed it up. And here's O'Donovan. Donovan further ahead, and Reitschneider. Reitschneider has some speed, goes down below the end line, will go behind the net. Being hounded there by Josie Mork, Rebel defender. And now they work it in. They've got to move in front. And there's a shot down low by Brown for Forest Lake. Possibly a save for Freeman. Couldn't see it. Now we got a ground ball. Who's going to control? And that ends up in the net somehow. Well, there were bodies all over the place, and Forest Lake found a spot.
Kind of turned into a curling match there, Steve. They start sweeping in front of the net, hoping to knock it in. They got one in.
Might have been Aaron Brown. That's who our camera's following. I'm going to go with our crew on that one. Look at this scrum. Right in front of the goaltender. And somehow they ended up in the back of the net.
Yep.
Here's another look.
Keep your eye on 40 there? Nope, 46.
46.
She gets it there.
That's right.
Yep.
Great job by our crew to see Brown get the goal. Time of that goal is 7:11. So Aaron Brown doing some dirty work.
Well, the freshman gets him on the board here.
So we are even. Aaron Brown battling, and now a draw control. Here's Forest Lake. Another opportunity for Brown. And then she backs away, and the Rangers are going to set up. Pass inside, ground ball. Can the Rebels battle and get it? That's popped out of there. Good job by Forest Lake to just kind of volley it back toward the defender. And here's Brown. Brown had her pass tipped away, goes wide of the net, and it's controlled by Forest Lake. They get it right back into the middle. Good ball movement. And then a save by Jackie Freeman.
Nice.
Big save by Freeman. They tried to go up high, and she had the net there. And now it's Kennedy Brandvold. And Brandvold bumped behind the net. And Forest Lake, oh no, Champlain Park's going to get it back. And Jackie Freeman will handle. And the goalie, she fans on it, gives it up, a turnover. And that turnover squirts toward Kennedy Brandvold. And the Champlain Park defense trying to control. Now the player falls down, and they're going to rule a push, and the Rebels are going to get it.
Yep. You could see that one almost coming. She couldn't get a good handle on it, and the Forest Lake defender was really trying to get some positioning, and it just had a collision.
Both teams 14-1 coming in on the line, a trip to the state tournament at Minnetonka. Great facility for the start of the girls' state tournament on Tuesday, June 11th. And now Champlain Park trying to clear. Good pressure by Forest Lake. Who's going to get that ground ball? And Forest Lake does, and then a monster collision there. Coming in for the Rebels was Clara Johnson with a big hit. And they're going to give it to the Rangers. Megan Tetzlaff hangs tough. And here comes Tetzlaff up the near side. Double team comes, triple team. And she's going to go back to the defense. Good solid play there. Munta-Faring with it. And now she's going to carry. She gets a double team. Boy, the Rebels really trapping well.
Yeah, kind of a severe push there by number 3, Anna Refschneider.
And the Rebels get it right back. Both teams, though, really battling on the clears. And there's a shove out of bounds. Oh! They give it right back to Forest Lake. Lily Whaleshak came over, and I thought maybe that was a shove, and I think Rebels head coach Jeff Johnson wanted a shove. He's right there by an official pleading his case, doesn't get it. Here's Lily Whaleshak the other way with momentum. They stop the ball, they go off to the right, and we got a bump out at the 12-meter line. Whaleshak went down, and Forest Lake's going to get an opportunity. Clock on the move, under 15 to go first half in this Section 7 championship game. This is Whaleshak off to the right of the net. Rebels are there to defend. Both teams really doing a nice job defensively. They get it into the middle. They move the ball in tight. We got a ground ball and we got a shove. This could be a free position. And that could be Taylor Glumack, and that could be big trouble for the Rebels.
Yeah, it could be. Defense is tough, though. I mean, you know, this is for all the marbles. This is to go to state. So, you know, this is kind of a take no prisoners mentality. And you get down that deep in front of their net, the Rebels are not going to like it.
Glumack in a good spot, comes in, shoots down low, skips it by Jackie Freeman. Rangers have scored 2 in a row and lead it 2-1.
Well, definitely the one person on the Forest Lake team you do not want to get a free position that close. Having a tremendous year, 38th goal on the year. She's done tremendous. She's got 5 goals and 2 assists in the sections here. And you see a high-low shot that she got in, bounced it in just nicely.
Time of the goal, 10:55 for Glumack, 2 in a row for Forest Lake. And here we go, and taking that draw is going to be Bailey O'Donovan for Forest Lake. And out there for the Rebels again is Ashley Larson. He stands side by side. It's popped in the air. Forest Lake grab, still no control. We still got a ground ball. Can the Rangers come up with it? And ultimately the Rangers are going to get it. We had a little push, a little stick play. And Forest Lake's going to have it. Michaela Ness, 24 goals, 4 assists. Sophomore midfielder for Forest Lake is going to have it for the moment. She charges in down toward the goal line extended. And now they get it back out on top. And this is Brooke Glumack, 21 and 18 on the year. Nice feed inside, good catch, and a save by Freeman.
Really nice save. You got to remember that sun's in her face. But I like the way Forest Lake is setting up, Steve. They're really getting the ball down in close into the guts area and doing a good job setting that up.
Ashley Larson had it knocked out of her stick, picked up by Melander, the goaltender for Forest Lake. The ball comes to the middle of the field, and it's picked up by the Rebels. Good dodge there by the Rebels as they come back the other way. And throwing it away was Erica Tyson, or actually got it ahead to Clara Johnson. Johnson will now set up the Rebels behind that Forest Lake goal. Let's see if they can run a play here. Brooke Freeman trying to get in front. They do get the ball into the middle, and Ashley Larson. We got a ground ball. We got a bump in there, and Champlain Park is going to get an opportunity here, and it looks like it's going to be Ashley Larson. 9 goals, 6 assists. She's going to have a free run at Melander.
Well, that's a good idea, but the ball's got to be up high. You can't put it down mid-waist area. It's really tough to get the stick on it and then try to generate a shot. Gives the defense too much time to defense you.
She runs at the net, gets by the goaltender and scores. She took it right in and beat her. And I think the goaltender is arguing that she came into the crease area before she released that shot. And nevertheless, Ashley Larson, her 10th of the year.
We have the wonderment of replay, Steve, so we can take a look at that and see. But she went right at it and attacked. We can't see from this angle.
Good shot up high, very patient. She worked to her right. But Hannah Melander, the goaltender, was not happy with that one.
Oh, no, it wasn't even close. She was at least a good foot outside that crease area.
Time of the goal, 12:40. We're knotted up at 2 at Champlain Park. The first goal, 2 in a row for Forest Lake. The Rebels even it up midway through the first half of the Section 7 championship game. And it's Ashley Larson who just scored the goal, taking that draw. Real battle, and it's controlled there by Glumack. Taylor Glumack with a draw control there for Forest Lake. She tries to pass it behind her. Now we got a ground ball. Pretty good defense by the Rebels. Trying to pick it up and controlling there for Champlain Park. Alyssa Crimble, the senior. That was outstanding, D.
Really nice play. Really, really nice play.
She was plenty physical, but not over the line. Josie Johnson. She's got room up the far sideline for the Rebels in gray. Can they grab the lead? She gets hit up high. That'll be a yellow card for sure. And it comes out.
Yep.
Alyssa Ryan gets the yellow. And now an opportunity for the Rebels. Or excuse me.
It's Megan Tetzlaff.
Her second yellow.
Ooh, that might be it for her for the game.
That is her second yellow.
Cam, fly. Get behind. Make sure we get that.
And here we go for Josie Johnson. 35 goals. Can she give the Rebels a lead? She's got a good angle on Melander. She comes in, shot, skips it in.
"36 goals now for Josie Johnson. She's been their leading scorer, and it's another person you want to put in the free spot. But okay, and timeout called, I think, by Forest Lake. Settle down. I think they're going to lose Tetzlaff. She's really upset right now. She's out of the game. But you see a nice play here by Josie Johnson. Yep, they're into it. They want to get this thing done.
Time of the goal, 13:31. So the Rebels battle back with 2 of their own. And once again on the sideline, you see Megan Tetzlaff, 2 yellows, and she is distraught. Meanwhile, you see Josie Johnson, pretty happy, pretty satisfied. And now Jeff Johnson, the head coach of the Rebels, is going to talk things over right now. And all right. And apparently Josie Johnson, player of the week, and our play of the week on CCX. Let's take a look. Here's Josie. A move to the outside. What a shot.
Wow. Against Elk River, one of the better teams that were in Section 8 and in the conference. Boy, nice move there.
What an angle.
Yeah,
too.
bad angle. Bounced it up and in. Nice play.
And you see they were playing on the real stuff.
You mean that grass?
That grass,
That's
that
grass.
mud.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of that this spring, but here we are on the turf at Osseo, and once again, and let's go to that Section 7 bracket right now and take a look at where these teams stand. And you can see Champlin Park and their run in Section 7, and they were able to beat Chisago Lakes.
Yep.
And then beat Andover to get to this title game, and then Forest Lake, of course, a big win over Anoka, and then an outstanding win over a solid Centennial team.
Yeah, and that probably was as even as it looked, probably even more so. But I like that 3 out of 4 teams in the semifinals from the Northwest Suburban Conference. Yet Suburban East gets through, and with Forest Lake, and deservedly so. Now they got to reassess a little bit. Now Tetzlaff's out, one of the regular Ds, and with her second yellow card. So we'll see who replaces her and how she stands up to playing in this pivotal of all games. Period.
And there's Jenna Brown, and she's got to deal with the loss of Megan Tetzlaff, and we'll see what strategy she comes up with. But I think right now, Tetzlaff's got to feel terrible about it. Right now, a knee down, and then ultimately, with the 2 yellows, we'll be out of the game. And with 11:29 to go here in the first half, and things starting to cool down, and by the second half, it's going to be really comfortable out here. That first game, the Section 8 title game, Maple Grove winning it 9-8 over Buffalo. It was downright hot.
Oh, yeah.
Those kids in that game.
It got hotter as the game went on, too. A lot of them took their shoes off after the game because they were so heated up from running on the turf.
Here's a draw, ground ball, controlled by Forest Lake. They're down 3-2. Here come the Rangers in maroon right down the middle of the field. They give it up on the side. That was a pass attempt by Brooke Glumack, and it'll go to the Rebels. So a bit of a wild pass attempt, and here comes Josie Johnson. She had the goal a moment ago, and she clears it ahead. Here's Mayer. Mayer 2-on-2. Mayer trying to find room, keeping Forest Lake on their heels. Can she get a shot away? No. She'll go down behind the net. Good, smart play, Dave.
Yeah, well, smart. Good play. They had it pretty much stuck in front. Don't force it. Move it around so you can get your scores in position and create a goal.
Good clear by Champlin Park, but Forest Lake a step better getting back defensively, and now the Rebels looking for a cutter or someone in front. This is Cameron Mayer on the near side, holding onto that ball. Double team comes. They're going to come out and attack. Mayer kind of sidesteps. Watching her is Montefiore, but giving her a little room.
Don't force it in there.
And now they go out on top. This is Ashley Larson. Takes a lot of draws for Champlin Park. And now she comes to the middle. Now they go to right inside. They forced a pass inside. Good defense by Forest Lake. Back the other way. Lindsay Montefiore. She sidesteps a couple of defenders. Then her pass to the middle is on the ground. And Champlin Park's going to control. So Forest Lake turns it right back, and here's Mayer. Cameron Mayer, a sophomore. Gets it ahead on the side. Good pass there.
Ball movement is really good by the Rebels right now. They fought a good ride and got that ball back after the turnover, and are back in business again. Now we'll see if they get their offense uncranked a little bit. They look a little confused, and they're not timing their cuts well.
They get it right in front, wide open, and
Nice
blocked
save.
away by Melander.
Nice save.
Got it right to the doorstep, and Melander denied Mayer.
Melander went after, and she got that stick up and swatted it, basically.
And then Forest Lake tries to clear and throw it away. And I don't know if Cameron Mayer's shaken up. She's kneeling down over here on the side. Trying to shake off some sort of injury. They get it off to the right. Dana Carlson. And now it's Mayer. And the Rebels are just playing it around on the perimeter right now. Under 9 to go, first half. Rebels lead at 3-2. Winner to state next week. They had a cutter come right down the middle, and they didn't see it.
Wide open.
Out on top, it's Mayer. Mayer off to the left. Johnson tries a charge. And I don't know what we had off the ball, but we're going to get a free position here for the dangerous Josie Johnson. She already has a goal for the Rebels.
You've seen this play before.
Josie Johnson comes in, and
nice.
It's stonewalled by Melander.
Nice. Boy, I love a good goaltender in lacrosse, and they really go after it. Nice, aggressive play. Took charge of the situation. Was not intimidated whatsoever.
And then Forest Lake turns it over. Good job by the Rebels. Alyssa Krimble, one of the seniors for the Rebels, sets it out on the far side. Mayer goes to work again. Goal line extended left. Looking for a cutter in the middle. Nobody home. And the Rebels running more action in front of that net. But Hannah Melander, a 9th grader, has stood tall here. Rebels could be up by 2 or 3 here.
That's a good way to get your goaltender a little irritated when she makes a great save for you, and then they turn it over.
They get it in
Another
front.
one.
They got a ground ball, and Forest Lake clears it out of there. Anna Reifschneider. Reifschneider had it knocked away, but that's going to be a foul on the Rebels, and Forest Lake's going to hang on. Illegal stick play there. And here's Reifschneider. Jeff Johnson, Champlain Park coach, shutting out orders. Good clear here by Forest Lake. Goes a little wide, but they have plenty of room to run it down. Bailey O'Donovan will fetch it. And here's Reifschneider right in the middle of the field. Rebels cover up well defensively. They got back, no problem. Here's Brooke Glumack. Glumack gets it down deep inside, and they get a goal. Boy, that was a good catch in traffic. And a goal there for Taylor Glumack.
Well, it's interesting how she got her basket turned around facing in. Nice job. Looked like it kind of flopped down after it hit Parker, I believe. Have to take another look. Or Freeman, I mean.
Glumack, her second. And we'll see this one here.
Good pass inside. Right here. Glumack's tall, so she's got some position. Just skipped in.
Yeah, just snuck it in on the short side here. Brooke to Taylor. And we're tied at 3.
What a difference when you can switch hands. It's huge. You know, and she did switch hands there. She went from her left to her right, or right to her left, sorry, and brought it around and got it, you know, not a powerful shot, but a good enough shot to score a goal. That's what goal scorers do, Steve.
Time of the goal, 18:22. We're not at 3. And here's the goal scorer, Taylor Glumack, giving chase, but it's picked up by Josie Johnson. She has room along the far side. She continues to carry. And now finally Forest Lake catches up defensively. And she'll give it up on the right side. This is Clara Johnson, 35 goals this year for the Rebels, 16 assists. And then the Rebels just kind of turn it over, and it goes over the end line. An unforced error on the Rebels, just a little miscommunication down there, and a break for the Rangers. They weren't on the same page at that moment.
That's not going to make a coach happy.
An unforced error in the attack zone. And now the goaltender, Hannah Melander, and she has been solid. She's directing traffic, doesn't come out too far. Now the long clear, lob down the field, and it gets beyond the Rebels' defense. Now they got a ground ball, and the Rebels' goaltender comes out, Jackie Freeman, and then she can't grab it and retreats to her net. Forest Lake with an opportunity. They get it in front, and a shot, and a save by Freeman. That was dangerous for a moment. Now the clear. Here comes Larson for the Rebels. Double team comes, they converge on her. And then they give her a bump, and she'll maintain. Probably not a bad play to just kind of slow her down. You know, don't take the yellow, and then it's knocked away there. And Champlain Park will hang on, and that gives you an opportunity to get organized.
Cross the body a little bit on that stick check, but she had some good, you know, I'm going slow and then I go fast. I'm going to go slow, then I went fast a couple times to get herself clear, and she was beating the Rangers.
Brooke Freeman behind the net. She'll set up shot. She has Cameron Mayer back there. Here's Freeman, double team comes. Shovels it back, nice look to Mayer, but the Rangers were waiting for it. They do a little give and go, and then it's knocked away by Forest
Lake. Good sticks up defense there, Steve. They weren't letting it get through, that pass get in there.
Rebels try to get the ground ball. Then we got a shove from behind. And that shove's certainly going to go against Megan Brown for Forest Lake. I mean,
I like Megan's try, though. I mean, she looked at it like, who, me, what?
Champlin Park hangs on. 3-3 game, late first half. Dana Carlson for the Rebels, trying to make a move. Pushed outside nicely. Tries another move. Goes down the middle, had it knocked away. And that's right on that 8-meter line. This is going to be close. Will Dana Carlson get a free position? They're going to rule it's just outside of that 8-meter arc. So a break for Forest Lake here. And she thinks better of the shot. Goes into the middle. It turns into a ground ball, and it's grabbed neatly by Forest Lake. Good defensive play by Sam Howell as she shoveled it to Melander, the goaltender. Now the long clear again by Melander. Tries to get it ahead, and that's an easy control for Champlin Park. Turnover for the Rebels. That's Erica Tyson. Then she loses the handle, and here comes O'Donovan. O'Donovan right down the middle. A shot goes wide. She got shoved to the ground, and Forest Lake's going to hang on to it. Boy, that was a scary moment for the Rebels.
Oh, yeah. It was an iffy clear, though, but I can see why. O'Donovan and Glumac are down, and they're both very tall. And usually they're figuring it'll be a one-goal net. Oh, there we go.
What a
nice
pass
lead
into O'Donovan and a goal. Boy, they had a good play set up there, and that was just a catch and shoot for Bailey O'Donovan, and Forest Lake up 4-3.
All by her lonesome. Boy, they just moved quick. They weren't waiting. As soon as they got the ball, they started moving it. Oh, look at that. Donovan's all by herself. Nothing Freeman can do about that.
O'Donovan from Brown. And the time of that goal comes at 22:05. And Forest Lake has scored 2 in a row. So seesaw battle here. Rangers up 4-3. And that was easy pickings. Good play there, and O'Donovan just a catch and shoot. Not much Jackie Freeman could do, the Rebels goaltender. And she's staring right into that setting sun off to her right. And the draw control off to the side. Picked up on the move. Josie Johnson for the Rebels with speed. She's going to hang on and give it up. Here's Mayer. Mayer right down the middle. Forest Lake has done a great job getting back defensively, Dan.
Yeah, they get in there and pack it in there, too. I'll tell you what, they're concerned about the front of the net, and they bring a double team up high.
Good defensive play by Forest Lake. Knocked away there neatly by Michaela Ness, a sophomore. She's a midi goal scorer in her own right, 24-4 on the year. And then Forest Lake throws it away on a clear. And really, they've struggled with their clears all night.
Yep.
Most of their turnovers have come there.
Yep. They're trying to take that long shot to the tall girls down there, or they bounce pass it, which is tough to gauge with that small basket.
So here come the Rebels, Alyssa Krimble. Once again, senior defender. Almost had it whacked away from behind. Krimble continues. Krimble on the move. She's got some running room. And she's going to take it down to the goal line extended. And then get it back out to Mayer. And then Krimble's going to trot back to the defensive side of the field as the Rebels get it set up. This is Johnson behind the net, looking for a cutter. Rebels haven't had a lot of room, and they've tried to get it right in front. Forest Lake has done a nice job. This is Clara Johnson going around the net, gets it right in front. And we got a foul. Nice feed to Kyler Shack. But the whistle came before Shack caught it. And the Rebels are going to hang on with Clara Johnson. Goals for the Rebels, Brooke Freeman, Larson, and Josie Johnson. And we got another ground ball. Did the Rebels turn it over? And we got a player go down and a bump. And Forest Lake is going to maintain. So the Rebels just forcing it inside and turn it over again.
Well, and when you get the ball like that for the Rebels, when you're moving, be aware that somebody's coming up behind her. I mean, expect it to happen. I mean, the Forest Lake is really working hard on defense. They're not going to let you glide and stride. They're going to go after you.
Freeman, another dangerous clear over the middle of the field. We got a ground ball. And now we've got another whistle and stoppage. And I have a feeling Champlin Park's going to get it back. I think we had an offside here.
Spread out. Get to open space.
And the Rebels do have it. And they get it off on the left. Here comes Champlin Park. Trying to get that equalizer. Under a minute to go in the half. Been a low-scoring game. Outstanding defense both ways. Dana Carlson being hounded there. Throws it to the middle of the field. Nobody home. Who can grab that ground ball? The Rebels do. Josie Johnson. Left hand and right hand. Now gets it to Mayer. Trying to run a play. Coming down the middle. Here's an opportunity. And good defense. Patient defense by Forest Lake. They didn't panic. Under 20 to go here in the half. Rebels trying to get the equalizer here. Charge into the front. Ball comes out of there. Back to the Rebels. Brooke Freeman gets it in front. That shot kind of fanned on. Melander controls. She'll throw it out of there, and that's a half. Oh, Forest Lake, outstanding D, Dan.
Very good D. I'm telling you, I'm very impressed. They're tenacious. They don't get out of position, and they're never taken on a dodge. I mean, their footwork is absolutely super. They're in balance, and if they do get beat, somebody's always there to help. I mean, the slide comes at all times, and you can tell it's starting to frustrate Champlin Park because it's taking them right out of their offense.
So here we are at the half, the Section 7 championship game. And the number 3 seed Forest Lake Rangers lead the number 1 seed Champlin Park Rebels 4-3. Highlights coming up at the half, and stick around for the second half here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Girls lacrosse Section 7 championship game. Forest Lake leading at Champlin Park 4-3, and a seesaw battle just as we expected. Outstanding defense. Champlin Park has had opportunities, but Forest Lake defensively has not allowed them much at all.
Yep, there's nothing open in the middle. They got to force their way in or create a good dodge and pick situation here, but as we get started here in the first half, they also hit some posts.
Yeah, Brooke Freeman, Dylan Carlson, or Dana Carlson hitting the post. And then finally they get it to Brooke Freeman. She gets the Rebels on the board first at 6:40. And yeah, the post for Dana Carlson, one of 2 posts, and then kind of scramble in front. And Forest Lake gets a goal. Aaron Brown found a way to sneak it by the goaltender, Jackie Freeman at Champlin Park. We're knotted at 1 at 7:11. And then here, Taylor Glumack, big, tall girl, good shot. And she beat the goaltender there at 10:55, 2-1 Forest Lake. And then the Rebels get a little jump. Ashley Johnson gets a goal, and we're tied at 2. And then Josie Johnson here. That's just a good move. Great speed, good quickness. And the Rebels at that point in time were up 3-2. But then Forest Lake scores the final 2 goals of the half. Taylor Glumack from Brooke Glumack to knot it up at 3. And then the final goal of the half, Bailey O'Donovan, and that was a great feed.
Yeah, just great feed and good timing, good movement by O'Donovan to get open in front, all by her lonely lonesome, and puts it away. But if you notice, Forest Lake was having more success passing it in with their big girls, kind of playing a post option, up front and working well with that. They were also devastatingly good with the ground balls down in front of the Champlin net. Champlin, their goal scored when it was basically a dodge and move or a pick and dodge, and got in tight on the goalie and scored on. But as far as getting a pass into the open area in front, it wasn't happening because Forest Lake's defense is tenacious. They're moving their feet, they're staying balanced, and they got good stick presence. They've knocked out at least 3 passes that are being thrown in the middle, Steve, that with the defensive sticks.
And they've been very disciplined inside that 8-meter arc. They haven't given a lot of free position shots to Champlin Park. That's a challenge when you pack it in.
Oh, absolutely. And done a great job that way. Melander has stood out too. She's done a very good job in net for the Rangers. She got a couple friendly posts, but still, she is a presence. Very aggressive and a very attacking style of goalie, but it's working for her. And I'm impressed with the way she's playing right now.
4-3 Forest Lake, the number 3 seed, leading the number 1 seed Champlin Park. The second half of this Section 7 championship game coming up in a moment here on the CCX.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You will also have access to our large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find us, go to the App Store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, now available on Apple TV, coming soon to Roku.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
There we go, the second half coming up. Forest Lake leading Champlin Park 4-3. And you see some of the goal scorers on the right. Ashley Larson with a goal, her 10th of the year. And then Taylor Glumack, tall kid, good shot, 2 goals already for Forest Lake. And as you pointed out, Dan, at the half, she's really tough in the middle. She can catch it and shoot it in a crowd.
Yep. And they're using that. The Rangers are using that height to their advantage on their clears and as they run their offense, and I expect we'll see more of that in the second half. I'm going to probably see some more pick situations on the cutters for Champlin Park, trying to get into the middle quick and get him up high, because the Rangers are packing it down low, following their people in. Get them stopped outside and get a quick opening. Now, it's going to require a quick passing on the money, but that's one thing Champlin Park's going to have to do to create some scoring opportunities.
Switch sides. Jackie Freeman to our right for Champlin Park. The goaltender, Hannah Melander, the freshman who's been outstanding, looking into that setting sun now. And we'll see if the Rebels are able to take advantage of that with shots from her right. And see if they take advantage of that setting sun. Once again, tough sun field here at Osseo late in the game. 4-3 Rangers. Draws have generally been pretty even. There hasn't been a lot of dominance. We haven't seen a ton of draws in the game, and now we got a whistle, and the Rebels are going to get it. The big opportunity here, and here is Ashley Larson. Gets it ahead, and the Rebels try and get it set up. This is Clara Johnson. And then they just throw it away, and we got a ground ball, and here comes Forest Lake. An unforced error by the Rebels. They got sloppy with it, and now here comes Forest Lake, and then they throw a ground ball. And it's picked up there by Georgie Stammer, a defender for Champlin Park. And now they get it clear on the near side. Erica Tyson moves to the middle. She loses a handle. And we got a ground ball. No one wants it here early in the half, and now Forest Lake grabs it. And they'll come to the near side with Aaron Brown, a goal and an assist. Brown getting the first Forest Lake goal, that scrappy goal in front. And now that's on the ground, and we have the ball coming to the near side, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Champlin Park ball. As they run down that ball. And it almost drills the coach, Jeff Johnson. And Champlin Park gets that clear. And here they come, Dana Carlson. And Carlson throws it away. Very sloppy early here in the half. And now the Rangers try and get it ahead, and they put it on the ground. That's going to roll to the far side. Rebels scoop it up. And then they can't stay in bounds, and they give it back to Forest Lake. So the weight of the moment, Taylor Glumac. Glumac gets it into the middle, a spin, and that goes wide, a spinning shot. And that shot on court by Kennedy Brandvold. First shot for Brandvold, 16 goals, 14 assists on the year.
Good awareness by Taylor Glumac there. Boy, she didn't wait for the whistle to get rolling when she got possession of the sideline, then brought it in there. Got it down to being dangerous here.
There's Jackie Freeman, the Rebels goaltender. Tries to clear to the near side, and hits Josie Johnson. Johnson, nice clear ahead, but then put right back on the ground by Dana Carlson. Forest Lake back the other way. Josie Johnson right on her. Josie Johnson giving chase to Megan Brown. She loses it. Wow. More turnovers here in the first 2.5 minutes of this half than we saw in the entire first half. Rebels try to clear. Dana Carlson. She can't hang on to it. Hot potato right now. So it's Dana Carlson again, the sophomore. 25 goals on the year. Beats one defender. Tries to get beyond another. She had it sticked away, and then she knocks a player down right in front of our camera near the Forest Lake bench. I think everybody's okay. Look at this coming right in your living room. Look out. Going down hard on the play was Sam Howell for Forest Lake.
And refs want to talk over this possession, because I think it's going to go back over to Forest Lake, because I think there was a push from behind there.
It's on our whistle now. It's on our whistle.
Nope.
You just told me different rules.
So Dana Carlson's going to have it on the inbound right in front of our camera. And now it's Josie Johnson. Let's see if she can go to work. Josie has a goal for Champlin Park. Good move there to sidestep a defender. And then two help defenders right on her. Forest Lake has just done a great job with body position defensively. They've given the Rebels no room.
Yeah. And the Rebels have been working off of that right side over there. Maybe they bring it either onto the back side or over here to the right and over to the left side and see what they can generate there, because they're getting nothing off that side.
There's Josie Johnson to the outside, skips it in, it bounces around, and the ground ball cleared out of there by Michaela Ness. And Michaela Ness is going to get it ahead. Good pass. Brandvold. Brandvold to the middle. This is O'Donovan. O'Donovan further ahead to Glumac. And it's scooped up by the goaltender, Jackie Freeman. Taylor Glumac, thought about goal number 3, and then a big shove from behind by Lily Whaleshack. And Champlin Park's going to hang on for sure. Ashley Larson's going to have it. Forest Lake, very physical. The 2 yellows for Megan Tetzlaff in the first half, and then the Rebels go up the sideline, had it knocked away by Forest Lake. They're aggressive all over the field.
They're just not giving them any room, Steve. There's no room to move. You make one mistake and they're right there on you.
And here come the Rebels. Dana Carlson. Carlson trying to get to the front of the net. She charges in there, somehow did. Big collision right in front of the goaltender. Forest Lake collapsing defensively. Kelly Bush ran into her own goaltender. Look at this. Big shot. Everybody falling all over the place. And the Rebels
going to have a free position.
Dana Carlson, can she tie it up? With 20:16 to go in the game. Big spot here. Rebels haven't had much. Carlson, the run in front, and a goal!
There we go. Beauty. Right over the top. Angled toward the right, kind of gave it just a quick move left and brought it back up top as she went right and put it over the shoulder of Melander. I tell you, Melander's been tough this game to get a ball by, but this is the kind of goal that Champlin's been scoring. They get one in on her and work it there. You see a nice play there, getting it over the shoulder. She forced her way inside, but that's been how they've been able to score. They can't pass it in there.
26th of the year for Carlson, and it ties it up. First Rebels goal since 13:31 of the first half. And now we're all square. The winner on to the state tournament. In the first game here at Osseo, Maple Grove punched their ticket to the state tournament, beating Buffalo 9-8 in a thriller. That went down to the final seconds. Control there by Forest Lake. Bailey O'Donovan. Donovan quickly ahead. We got a ground ball, and the Rebels come out of there with it. Georgie Stammer, a good move. Shovels it to her goaltender, Freeman. And then Freeman the clear too far, but it might end up in the right spot. And Dana Carlson. Dana Carlson scooped up that ground ball, and here she comes with confidence. Good defense by Forest Lake. And the Rangers all over Kennedy Brandvold. And now they get it down low. Here's Johnson in front. Shot. Did he get behind the goal? No, she made the save. She somehow stopped it. Melander. Look at that.
Just made good position move. I don't even think she saw it, to be honest with you.
I think it just caught part of her leg and slowed it down enough. She was able to spin around and come up with it. Forest Lake back to the attack.
We're talking about a freshman goaltender here too, folks. I mean, she's tremendous.
Hayek goes wide of the net. Once again, a shot from Samantha Hayek. And the Rebels have it. Jackie Freeman all alone. And her clear comes ahead. Here's Josie Johnson. Josie Johnson trying to get to the outside. Beats the defender. Now cuts to the middle. She has some running room. Gives it up. Nice feet ahead. That's grabbed by Brooke Freeman. Freeman gets somersaulted down, loses it. She may have just lost her footing. And now here comes Forest Lake. Their side of the field still. And coming back is Brooke Lumack. She loses it. Ground ball. Who wants it? And the Rebels pick it up. And then Cameron Mayer loses it. And we got a whistle, and sticks go down. And we're going to go to the sideline and get a timeout.
Yep, timeout.
Timeout on the field with 18:20 to go. Here in half number 2, the sun continues to set. Here in Osseo, it's been a great setting. Good crowds here as well. Couldn't beat the weather.
Oh, well, I mean, it's a beautiful night to be outside. You're coming out to a game that has some serious ramifications, of what's going to happen. You're playing to go to state, and I just love old Carlton Field. It's one of my favorite places to be. It's got some class, and I love it here. So, but kind of a disjointed half so far, Steve. They started out with the turnovers, and they just aren't settling down. I think this is a good spot for whoever called the timeout. I think it was Champlin Park called it, Coach Johnson. I think just settle down now, ladies. We got 18 minutes to go here. Let's play our game. You know what they're doing now. There's no reason to panic. Just relax, go for it.
And we get a look at the huddles and a shot of Carl A. Tunfield, John Hanson Stadium, and the old barn across the way.
Oh,
the old Osseo Arena.
Tin bin. It's the tin bin.
Years ago, I had a job in high school where I was the PA announcer for Park Center JV hockey and ran the clock when I was in college for Park Center varsity hockey. I froze in that building. Sitting back there doing the PA for the JV and running the clock for the varsity. There's the new barn, and then to the right, the old barn. And they keep it cold.
When I was coaching the Osseo girls, I had to spend it was a deal. The boys team and the girls team had to spend 2 days a week in the west one, which is really cold. And you just packed it in. And at least the girls could move. Coaches, not so much.
No.
Your feet were always frozen when you got out of there. And I don't care if it was like the end of March. Man.
Yeah, good old barn. And here we are. And, of course, years ago, grass on this field, now turf. Just a great facility here on the west side of Osseo. Just a great setting, and has been for many, many years.
Used to be the home of Park Center football as well.
That's
as
right.
Osseo.
The big split in the early 70s. Park Center played over here for a long, long time. My dad in the early days was the PA announcer for Park Center football over here.
Oh, boy.
Here's Josie Johnson right in the middle. Josie Johnson has it knocked away. Good play. She fights to get it back on the ground ball. Josie Johnson has a goal for the Rebels. And now they get it in the middle to Mayer. Mayer spends some time down behind the net. Now she's out on top. Rebels trying to grab the lead. Under 18 to go in the game. Winner to state.
Boy, that defense is still sticky, isn't it? There is no openings in there.
Oh, and it's such great footwork.
Yeah.
It's all attitude,
Yeah.
playing defense like that. And they stay in front. And in this game, it's difficult. You can't really take a shot with a defender in front.
You can't. It has to be a clear shot, and everybody has to be out of the way.
And Forest Lake is just denied.
There you
Good
go.
move there by Mayer. Mayer trying to find some room, tries to get it inside. We got a bump. And this could be an opportunity for the Rebels. Very patient there. And they may get a free position right out on top. And if they do, it could be Josie Johnson. No, it's going to be Cameron Mayer. But Mayer's outside that 8-meter arc. So a break for Forest Lake. Still an opportunity for Champlin Park to potentially grab the lead here.
Watch how quickly the maroon jerseys close.
They get it inside. Spin move. Shot goes wide.
Oh.
They got it to Brooke Freeman, but Freeman didn't have a lot of room to pull off the shot.
First time they've gotten it in there, though, Steve. I mean, it was a clean catch. It just couldn't quite turn it around and get it in the net.
Rebels over on the right side. Double team comes. They have to back away. They go behind the net. And now we got another whistle. And the Rebels are going to maintain. Or are they going to give it over to the Rangers? No.
Nope. Just repositioning a defensive play.
And here comes Champlin Park. Ashley Larson behind the net, tries to go in the middle, and they do, and they score. What a feed inside. I think it was Clara Johnson with the goal. And it is.
Man, oh man, finally an opening. Clara Johnson with a really good cut to the front and took the pass and just buried it. She knew she didn't have a lot of time, but it's going to be a great pass coming through here. See her standing there? She's calling for it. Grabbed it and then buried it. Is this Thiessen? No,
Johnson
Larson.
from Larson. Yep.
Oh, man.
Time of the goal, 9:03. The Rebels have scored 2 in a row, and they're up 5-4. Just under 16 minutes to go in the game, and the Rebels were very patient.
That was an earned goal. That was a well-earned goal. Patience, playmaking, teamwork.
See who gets the draw, control it, bounces the Rebels' way. Here they come, then they have it knocked away from behind. Good defensive play by Forest Lake. And now trying to spin out of there and get out of trouble is Lily Whaleshack. And then Forest Lake gives it right back. Champlin Park ball. So the Rebels now up by 1. And this is Kyler Shack along the far side. Defender goes down. She gets it ahead, but way too far. Goes in on the goaltender, Hannah Melander. And Melander's going to try that long clear. And it's a catch. Good clear that time. And now they move it ahead. We got a ground ball. Forest Lake gambling a little bit on the clear. We got another ground ball. Shack gives chase. And now ultimately Forest Lake controls. Here come the Rangers down by 1. We approach a 15-minute mark.
All right, D, let's
15 to play. Here's Erin Brown. She has a goal. Gets it inside. Catch. Shoot. What a feed inside. And the goal goes to Bailey O'Donovan. Number 2 for her.
Well, she's the power forward to Taylor Glumack's, post center. Nice play by Bailey Donovan, and just a quick movement. Knew what she was doing, was calm in there, got in the middle, got a good pass right here, and she just uses her height and her strength advantage over the smaller defender and puts it away. That was a nice shot.
They've used their size effectively on their goals tonight. Time of the goal, 10:05. Browner's second assist. Brown also has a goal, or excuse me, just 2 assists for Brown. She does have a goal and 2 assists. She had their first goal at 7-11, and then since 2 assists.
And has done the yeoman's work on the draws, too.
Yep, and Bailey O'Donovan with her second there, and we're knotted at 5. It's been a good one, a defensive struggle. We've seen a lot more turnovers here in half number 2 than we did in the first. And now it doesn't look like the sun's going to be a problem for that goaltender down to our left, Hannah Melander. And we got to draw control for Champlin Park. Here come the Rebels in gray, not finding a lot of room, and then a big shove from behind. Lilia Whaleshek.
You bet. Yellow card's coming out.
Third yellow on Forest Lake. 2 in the first half to Megan Tetzlaff. And now Lily Whaleshek. And now what can the Rebels do with this yellow and take advantage?
Man up for 2 minutes. And you can see it's just that's an intentional shove, and the intent was there, and the ref saw that. She wasn't messing around.
What can the Rebels do along the near side? Here's Ashley Larson on the move, being hounded there defensively by Sam Howell. Gets down behind the net, and now she gets it further out. Here's Clara Johnson.
All right, now ball movement now. You got a man-up situation. Use the ball movement and slide into the areas that are going to be open now.
Rebels trying to take advantage of that yellow card. Good move to the front. We got a ball down, and it's scooped up by Melander. Oh, mistake by the Rebels. They forced it in front. Long clear, picked up by Forest Lake, and here come the Rangers. Tie game at 5. They're trying to stop the ball. O'Donovan right to the net and the goal. What a shot! O'Donovan pulls the trigger and beats Jackie Freeman up top. That was as good a shot as we've seen all night.
That was a fabulously spectacular individual effort. Bailey O'Donovan's catching fire hand. She's just rocking. Again, using her strength, using her size. But the accuracy of the shot from that angle was just fantastic.
Another timeout, time of the goal, 11:03. But once again, Forest Lake has been willing to gamble on the clears. Melander fires it out toward midfield, hoping in some cases someone in a maroon uniform picks it up. And then they found O'Donovan on the run, and O'Donovan, what a play and what a future for this junior. She's good on the draws.
Yep.
And she can run.
Well, with
shoot.
The height she's got too, and the strength that goes with it. You know, now she may not be the biggest speed burner around, but she knows what to do with the ball. She's got good, steady moves. She's well balanced. And the accuracy of that shot, Steve, was really nice.
Freeman's a good goaltender, but beat her up high. So O'Donovan 2 in a row. As a matter of fact, her goal closed out the scoring in the first half. So she's had big goals, and now it's 6-5 Forest Lake. Back and forth we go. Forest Lake led it 4-3 at the half. Champlin Park grabbed a 5-4 lead, and now 2 in a row for Forest Lake. And as we wind down with 13:57 to go, the weather ideal, and who's going to earn this trip to state? Maple Grove won Section 8 earlier here at Osseo, 9-8 over Buffalo, and we have another very even game.
Well, it's going to go right down to the nubs. We're seeing a real contrast in styles, too. Forest Lake is big and physical and powerful with tough D. Champlin wants to be a little more finessey, moving the puck, moving the ball, dodging, getting in tight. And right now, that draw right there, these draws are going to become really important with 14 minutes left to go.
So Donovan with 3 goals is going to take the draw for Forest Lake against Ashley Larson. And Forest Lake controls. And they have the momentum right now. There have been
watch the middle.
2-goal swings,
watch the middle, ball,
2-goal streaks for both teams. And what a pickoff. Georgie Stammer read it and came back and grabbed it. That's a big one, and now the clear. Here comes Josie Johnson for Champlin Park. She has running room right up the middle of the field. They can't stop the ball. Will Johnson give it up? She finally does, off on the left. Moving toward the net, Carlson. She's turned away right back into the middle. We got a ground ball. Can the Rebels control? Yes, Josie Johnson picks it up. And now the Rebels try and control. They get it inside. Good move. And that one goes just wide. Oh, Brooke Freeman tried to go down low, and it skips wide, but the Rebels hang on.
Well, another good opening for the Rebels here. Josie Johnson finds her there, and she's down where she needs to be. Did she get a piece of that? I think she might have got a piece of that.
Clara Johnson goes inside. There's a ground ball, and it's scooped up by the goaltender, Melander. And now we got a whistle, and we're going to sort this out. And Champlain Park's going to get it. So a break for the Rebels here. Brooke Freeman will get it behind the net. And now let's see what Brooke Freeman does with it. They get it over on the side. Rebels have it. No team has scored more than 2 in a row in this game. Champlain Park hangs on. Here's Mayer behind the net. Cameron Mayer. Mayer, they're given a little room, and now she kind of trots toward the outside, gets it further inside in traffic. Can the Rebels find any room? Now a ground ball. Forest Lake defensively, they knocked it away, and now the Rangers come up with it. And then getting a rude shove out of bounds.
That might be
Schneider. Well, they don't pull the yellow. 3 yellows on Forest Lake, none on Champlain Park. And here comes Schneider. Turned away and then goes further back. Good move. And then they're going to get it to the goaltender. And Hannah Melander's not afraid to fire it down the field. We've seen that all game. And now the clear. And here's Brooke Glumack.
Uh-oh, look out.
Here comes O'Donovan. O'Donovan down the middle of the field. She gets somersaulted down. She got tripped. Are we going to get a yellow there? I don't think we're going to get a yellow. But Bailey O'Donovan goes down hard. Erica Tyson knocked her down, and there's a look. That was a big collision. They must have ruled just kind of incidental contact because no yellow flew. And now here's O'Donovan.
Lead with your stick.
Step or two outside that 8-meter arc. She charges in, tries a low shot, skips it wide. That one's going to go out of play, but Forest Lake's going to hang on. She had 2 teammates deep. And this is a big spot.
Get in there, Ashley.
No team's been up by 2 goals in this game. Forest Lake bidding to do that here. So we close in on 10 to go in the game. Seesaw battle all night. They get it to the side of the net.
Oh, I love these Chris guarding patterns.
And now it's Brooke Glumack. Brooke Glumack behind the net, trying to find a cutter in front. Tries to hit Taylor in front. Now we got a ground ball. Big spot here. Who's going to pick it up? Anybody can control outside that 8-meter arc. Still. And Taylor Glumack grabs it. Good play there. As they just kind of hung with it and was able to scoop up that ground ball in a big spot.
Well, again, got that, scooped it up into the air and let Taylor Glumack use her height advantage to grab it.
Here's Taylor again. Further outside, Welshek. And now it's O'Donovan. 3 goals in the game. O'Donovan gets bumped, continues. Rebels do a good job of not taking a foul inside that 8-meter arc.
Hey, Josie, we got to pressure the ball. We're up 1.
Once again, 6-5, Forest Lake.
Erica, go get her. Erica, get her.
Forest Lake led it 4-3 at the half. You hear the coaches barking out orders from the sideline. And now Forest Lake just kind of playing keep away on the perimeter. Spin move there. Nothing doing. Out there defensively, Kyler Shack for the Rebels. And they may have forced a turnover. We got a ground ball. The Rebels would love to get this one back. Can they get position? Still fighting for it. No one can grab it. Alyssa Krimble fighting and finally gets out of there. The senior for the Rebels finally comes up with the ground ball. And now she's turned away defensively. Needs to get some help. Comes to the middle of the field. Ashley Larson. She gets a little bit of elbow room, and Ashley Larson will get the Rebels set up. Boy, that was a big ground ball. Rebels hung tough. Larson off on the left. Stingy defense by Forest Lake all night. Been incredible.
It has been absolutely stupendous to watch this.
Mayer behind the net. They go into the middle. Josie Johnson couldn't catch. She went up for it, couldn't come up with it. She tried the old catch and shoot, and now Forest Lake on the clear. Here they come. Look out, Taylor Glumack over on the left. She gets it. And a save by Freeman.
Oh my gosh, that was absolutely outstanding. Got the leg down, and she was dead to rights. Taylor Glumack had her dead to rights.
Rebels pick it up, and then we get a stick foul, and a Rebels player, Mayer, got hit. Look
Beautiful
at this.
Pass. Oh my gosh. Got that leg in the way. Just did a great job there.
Taylor
sophomore.
Taylor Glumack looking for number 3, denied by Freeman. And now here come the Rebels. They need a goal to tie. Closing in on 7 to go.
Remember that save. Remember that save.
Gigantic save. No team is led by more than a goal. And now we got a ground ball. And that one came inside the arc, I believe. It's going to be a tough angle over there as Brooke Freeman went down. Brooke Freeman had the first goal of the game for the Rebels. Number 40 on the year. But they bottled her up pretty well. And now she's over on the side. Really tough angle here for the free position.
Nice
Goes
play.
behind the net.
Nice.
And they get a goal!
Nice, 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 nice. Oh, that was beautifully set up.
Mayer gets hammered but gets the equalizer.
Oh, that was set up so beautifully nice. Very smart play. Didn't try to go to the net. Brought the D to her. Got it to the X coming around from behind the net. And just whack, bang, in you went. Nice goal.
There it is. Cameron Mayer, the equalizer.
Boy, talk about defense. I mean, Cameron Mayer and about 5 Rangers there.
Time of the goal, 18:31. We're knotted at 6. And the plot thickens. It was 6:29 to go in the game. And you always think that from that free position you want to get a shot off. Fine Mayer. She just snuck around and buried it.
Well, she and the move was great by the ball carrier. She drew that extra D-way, letting Mayer get open as she came around.
So Mayer from Freeman. And Freeman did have the tough angle, so clearly the wise play was to give it up. And Cameron Mayer gets the goal, her first of the game and 30th a year. And now we've got coaches and officials trying to sort things out. I don't know what the beef is here.
Coach Johnson wants to know how many timeouts he has left, but
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then kind of a shove and a little pushing around. And once again, Hannah Melander, no yellow cards, but I'm sure that someone was talked to about that. A lot on the line here. And the draw control for Forest Lake. Can they get that go-ahead goal back? They're in on the charge, and they'll set it up. Carrying it down is Brooke Glumack.
Stay there. There we go. There we go. Pressure, pressure.
Taylor Glumack has been money here. And now we got a ground ball. Champlain Park trying to converge. Forest Lake has it. Now we got another ground ball. Can the Rebels pick it up? And what do we got here? We're going to get a free position on the outside for Forest Lake. And it looks like we will. And with it there is Samantha Hayek. 11 goals, 11 assists on the side of the net. And the goaltender, Jackie Freeman, put in a tough spot. She'll charge in, get to the front, and a save. Freeman kicks a leg out.
2 in a row. 2 big saves in a row by Freeman.
And now Freeman with the clear. And here we go.
Comes inside there, just had that basket down. She had her eye on the ball, on the basket, rather than watching the body coming across. Good play, and that's why she was able to make that quick stop. Nice save.
Forest Lake has it, coming up on 5 to go in the game.
We're up 1.
Tie game. 6-6.
Double.
We had a yellow card come out for Forest Lake. That was Michaela Ness. And we got a ground ball. But Champlin Park can't control. Now we got it in on the net and a shot. And now we got a shove and a player down for Forest Lake. Brooke Glumack. And I didn't see the yellow on Ness as she went over to the sideline and right in front of the scorer's table. Unless she's just waiting to check in.
No.
They are a player down.
Allie, get on that stick. Get on her stick.
And now on the outside is Brooke Glumack. Once again, foul on the Rebels. Forest Lake trying to get the go-ahead goal here. This one going right down to the end. It's like our Section 8 final earlier between Maple Grove and Buffalo. The Crimson prevail 9-8. Maple Grove on to state. Who will make the trip out of this game? Champlin Park or Forest Lake? Rebels the number 1, Forest Lake the number 3. Rebels have done a good job defensively.
They've really sharpened it up this half. I'll tell you what, they've done a good job. And we're getting close to 3 minutes left now. All this D's going to make them burn. The big thing, Freeman stepped up and made a couple big saves, Steve.
Yeah, Freeman, 2 monster saves. We got a ground ball in front. Look out. This could be trouble. Who's going to gain control? Forest Lake does. Good job by O'Donovan to kick it to a teammate. And that's Brown back there. Brown's been a factor, a goal and 2 assists for Forest Lake tonight. Now out on top. This is Brooke Glumack. Forest Lake controlling. They're trying to get it to Taylor Glumack for sure, or O'Donovan. And that one goes over the end line. Saved by Forest Lake, but picked up by Champlin Park. See how much pressure they put on. The Rebels turn it over as they try to get it to the goaltender Freeman, and then bodies fly, and Forest Lake is going to hang on. They tried to get it to Jackie Freeman, the Rebel goaltender, and she couldn't reach it, and Forest Lake was able to grab it.
I think a Ranger got a stick on it before it got to the goalie and just deflected it so it never reached her.
We're under 3 to go in the game. Rebels pressuring, trying to get it back.
Okay, on the stick, on the stick.
Forest Lake continues. Pass to the outside. Good catch there by Welshek. Trying to get around the net and get in front. Saved by Freeman. It's kicked out of there, and it comes right back in at her off a deflection, and she scoops it up. Well, Jackie Freeman. And now here's a pass ahead. Can Johnson come up with it? Ground ball. Forest Lake. Wow. Welshek. And now look out. Here's Taylor Glumack. Glumack, good move to the middle. Tried to look at a shot. Didn't have an alley. And now gets it back. Here's Lily Welshek. And she throws it away over on the far side. Can Forest Lake run it down? Yes, good hustle play there. Under 2 minutes to go, we're tied. Forest Lake trying to get to the front of the net. We got a shove, no call, good no call. They're letting them play.
Yes, sir, absolutely. Let them play. About a minute 30 left here. Next goal, probably going to win this one.
Forest Lake trying to get around the net, trying to get to the front. Double team comes. We got a ground ball in front of the goaltender. Very dangerous. Who's going to get it out of there? Ball in the air. Still battled for. A lot of sticks, a lot of flying around. And coming out of there is O'Donovan. 3-goal scorer for Forest Lake. A huge ground ball pickup.
Three times now she's picked it up high in the air, got it up high and just took advantage of her height. Fantastic.
Glumack back to O'Donovan. To the middle, another ground ball, but no harm. And it's grabbed there by Brooke Glumack. They get it inside, saved by Freeman. Taylor Glumack on the doorstep and saved by Freeman.
Timeout this way.
And timeout, Rebels. As Jeff Johnson sprinting down the sideline gets the timeout. Now the Rebels have the ball. Huge clear coming up with 48 left. But the saves by Freeman here late.
4 of them, look at that. Just her stick and basket positioning is so good. She uses her body well to shield too. She doesn't just move the basket. She moves her whole body. If it does bounce up, she's able to stop it. She has been superb in the last 7 minutes. Remember when I said, remember that save? That was the first one. She's made 3 since that have been critical, keeping this game tied because Forest Lakes dominated possession here and had 3 really good shots.
Now can the Rebels take advantage of the great goaltending by Jackie Freeman? They have 48 seconds, and a lot's going to fall on Freeman coming out of this timeout in the clear.
Yes, absolutely.
And the decision she makes.
And the way Forest, I've been impressed too with how tenacious Forest Lake, especially in the last 5 minutes on the ride, has been defending. I mean, they're giving nothing clear on the clears. I mean, they're fighting them every inch of the turf down there, and the Rebels have had trouble with it. There's been, 4 turnovers, Steve, with those saves?
Yeah.
You want to win the game, you got to keep possession of it, and that's where Forest Lake has been better right now.
And Hannah Melander and Jackie Freeman, we talked about them at the top. Melander, the Forest Lake goaltender, and Freeman, the Champlain Park goaltender, have been huge in this game. One's a sophomore, the Rebel, and the other's a freshman, the Ranger. And they have been money tonight.
Totally. Just step up. And then you look at both of them, they're like totally unshakable. Okay, fine. Whatever, got a timeout. Okay, now I'll go back in, She's going to smile. She looks cool and calm. She doesn't look nervous at all.
It's only a state tournament, Bruce.
Yeah, that's right. No big deal. It's just another game. Oh, my gosh. And this crowd is being appreciative. Yeah, I like seeing this.
Yeah, they've been entertained here tonight. Our first game was a dandy. That Section 8 title game, Maple Grove won it. 9-8 over Buffalo, and then here in the nightcap. It was a sloppy start to this half, but things have really tightened up, and, some of these turnovers are just flat out incredible defense. Both teams great position. All right, out of the timeout. What does Freeman do with it right now on the clear? Forest Lake right in her face. Not a lot of options. 43 and counting. She goes behind the net. They try to get it clear, and they throw it away. They throw it away, and now Forest Lake in the catbird seat. They'll get it back. An unforced error there. So Forest Lake, great pressure. And now what are they going to do with it? Brooke Blumack. He's going to inbound on the far side with 35, 6-6 game. Here's Glumack, gets it on the field. Spins, trying to get some room. Glumack goes down to the goal line, extended far side. Forest Lake on the charge, trying to draw a penalty in that 8-meter arc. They can't. Rebels back there defensively, all over it. They get it to the side of the net. O'Donovan's shot goes wide. And it goes out of play. Forest Lake's going to hang on with 6. And now we're staring squarely at overtime. Well, the shot came from the side. 4 seconds. Forest Lake a charge and a big collision outside. A huge collision coming over defensively was Ellie Casella for Champlain Park. And we may have an injury here. And a player gets helped up. Boy, that was a big collision going down Whaleshack. And just boom, legs lock. And a big collision. And I think that's going to do it. I mean, that's the end of the half.
Yeah. Well, I got news for you. You ain't getting to the front of my net now with 2 seconds left. That was an emphatic statement. And the refs have kind of really, I like the way they've kind of loosened up a little bit and let them play. I mean, this is first state tournament berth. We can't get ticky-tacky now. It's gone a little the other way, too. It's gotten a bit rough. But it's been fun to watch.
It has been a dandy. And here we go to overtime. Forest Lake and Champlain Park. And, frankly, this doesn't surprise me a bit, Dan, that these two teams, and once again, defense and goaltending, it's been tremendous. A lot of lacrosse games, you'll see both teams get into the double digits, or for sure one team, but not this time.
Nope.
These teams have really locked it down, and Forest Lake defensively has just been stellar. It was 4-3 at the half, and the Rebels have scored 3 goals, Forest Lake 2. No one's had more than a 1-goal lead in this game.
What? Okay.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with overtime in a moment. Forest Lake and Champlin Park knotted at 6. Overtime coming up in the Section 7 championship.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
There we go into overtime, Section 7 championship on the line. Bailey O'Donovan taking the draw against Ashley Larson for Champlin Park.
Don't get any better than this, Steve. It just doesn't. The position to the state tournament decided by an overtime game. I love it.
And here we go on a clean draw control by Forest Lake. Brooke Lumack gets it in front, gets bumped, no call. Works to the outside. Champlin Park all over defensively, giving chase there. Alyssa Krimble. They try to get it to the front, and a goal! It's over! It's over! Forest Lake is going to state. They have won it in overtime, 17 seconds. They control the draw and go right down the field and beat Jackie Freeman, which hasn't been easy.
Has not been easy whatsoever, and just stood up and got in front of her, and just a clutch goal. Clutch goal. Just decided that this thing is not going to go long. We're going to end it right now, and she's overcome. She's just overcome. Was that Michaela Ness? Yep.
Michaela Ness, her 25th goal of the year, first of the game. What a move in front, and she beat Jackie Freeman. And I'm sure we're going to see that game winner here. And what a moment.
Good play right here. There's the move right there. She's all by herself. She went right to the front and just found the opening. And then all of a sudden she just realizes what she did. Oh, my heavens. And first time in the state tournament for the Forest Lake Rangers.
And Michaela Ness, the sophomore, the game winner. 17 seconds into overtime, and a heartbreaking end to the Rebels season. Champlin Park ends at 14-2. Forest Lake on to state at 15-1, but that's an aggressive play. Why not?
Well, Champlin Park is the 4th section final they've lost. They had to go through Blaine before, and now they run into this young, talented Forest Lake team that, frankly, really showed its stuff tonight. They were tough. Played defense like I haven't seen playing in a long time, and got it to overtime, and the sophomore Michaela Ness just went after it and got the winning goal to get them to state. Champlin played a great game, did a good job. I mean, but Forest Lake was a little too much for them tonight.
Michaela Ness, the goal she'll never